Hello, good morning students. Myself is Kanti sir, teaching mathematics here in 10th English medium. As you know, we almost going to end of this lesson number 5, arithmetic progression. Now yesterday we solved sums related to given values in mathematical notation, not in statement. Whole third question of 5.3 is based on notations value is given. Suppose any 3 parameters are given and you have to find remaining 2 parameters, but no statement, no AP. Nowhere AP is given, nowhere statement is given. Only in symbolic form 2 or 3 values, almost 3 values are given, in either 1 or 2 values are asked. So in that such cases sometimes students confused that what to do. So you have to have list of all 3 formulas we frequently use in this lesson. Then only you can decide which one is applicable. Sometimes no one is applicable directly, but if you use any two, mostly first and 2, then you will get 2 equations, and after getting it solved, you will find 2 parameters. Okay. Now I think some students may confuse also in main question number 3, sub question number 8. Sub question number 8. Actually, there is n is asked, and questions we obtain are not linear but quadratic. So solution of that simultaneous equation would slight different. I'm not saying that difficult. Okay, so you have to go that particular part of our video lecture again, and slowly you have to try to understand it fully, and then you have to try to solve it yourself only. If you stop anywhere, then again see that particular part of the video. Otherwise you have to write that portion in your notebook. Okay. I recommend you that you have to write almost all solutions given from here only in your fair book. First of all in any book and then in fair book, so that you can, it is available anytime to you offline also. Okay. Now we today going ahead in next all questions means verbal questions. Verbal questions means you know word problems from question number 4. Now nothing is new, not a single concept will be new. Okay. Almost everything is repeating only. Whatever we question in question number 1 to 3. Sorry, whatever we solve in question number 1 to 3, that should be repeating only. So, look at question number 4. How many? I am talking about exercise 5.3, main question number 4. So, those students, please, who have not textbook, please keep it away and open it at page number 113. Page number 113. Question number 4. Just read it. How many terms I told in exercise 5.2? Whenever how many terms or which terms, these types of phrases are there at that time. You have to understand that they are asking us in number of terms. But what is given? AP is given 9, 17, 25 must be taken to give us sum 636. So students, you understand, whenever particular term is given at this time, we used to find n very easily in exercise 5.2, but now sum is given. And I remind you, same type of sum we solved yesterday. Main question number 3 of same exercise. Main question number 3, sub question number 6. sub question number 6. At that time I told you that whenever Sn formula is used by reverse way, means n is not given but Sn is given, at that time you will have a quadratic equation and you have to solve that quadratic equation by splitting method. So after getting two factors, you will have two answers, but one will be positive integer, another may not. So you have to take that value of n which you got in positive integer. Okay, so same type of sum again come at number 4. Okay, Sn given, n is not given. So in other sense it is not new or difficult, but factorization and quadratic equation we will having. That's why you have to be careful in solving the quadratic equation. Now 5.3, question number 4. What is given? AP is given 9, 17, 25, like last term is not 636, but sum of all terms, whatever given up to particular number, its sum is 636. So write down here A equal to 9, D equal to 8. Okay, only orally you can find it. N equal to not given, Sn equal to given 636. Okay, so in all questions, that is very important part. You just understand that question and prepare that symbolic list. After preparing symbolic list, just look there which formula is applicable out of 3. This is first. We daily use this 3 formula frequently. Then Sn, n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 d. Then Sn second short formula, a plus an. An means last term. Now obviously we have to use second one only. Why? You can see here. Last term is not given, so third one is not applicable. So write down second formula and place all values whatever you are having. Now Sn is given 636. N itself is not given. A is 9 because F is given. F is given means you are given A and D both. Plus N not given, so N minus 1 bracket remains same only. D is 8. Okay, so I just place all values. Now how to simplify? First of all, set this 2 towards left side. So it will be multiplied by 2. So 636 into 2. So 1272. Okay. It is multiplied to 636. Now whatever left here? 18 plus 18 minus 8. Okay. Now 1272 is equal to, in here 18 plus 10 or 10 plus 18, that is not matter. Okay, 10 plus 18. Now just open that. 1272 18 square plus 10n. Yesterday I taught you whenever quadratic equation is being formed at this time, it should be in standard form. So standard form means all 3 terms are at same side only and equal to 0 always. So I was setting this number towards right side. Why? First term should be positive. That's why. Otherwise, I can set this both terms here also. But it is not advisable here. So 8n square plus 10n minus 1272. And second important point I told you, to reduce that equation if possible. If possible, reduce that equation. So it is reducible. Why? It is divisible by 2. Divisible by 2. So it was 636, half of that. Now it is a part of solution of quadratic equation. You know how to solve quadratic equation. Instead of 5, write down bracket. and last term sign should be inside of bracket. Now select two factors of product of first and last. Select two factors from product of first and last. Anyway you cannot get 5. Okay, particularly only you have to write particular two factors of product of first and last. So actually
636 into 4, don't
multiply them. We only required factors. Don't expand. Expand means don't multiply them. Okay, you want to factorize this
one. So now can I factorize by 4? So
actually it is 4 1 ja 4. Okay, 2 left, 23. 4 6 are 24, by 4 5 are 20 and 9 into 4. 9 4 are 36, 3 4 3 are 12 plus 3 15, 1 6. Okay. Now again, try to factorize more and more. You can factorize up to prime number also, prime factorization. So again 159.
9 plus 1 10
plus by 15, so it is divisible by 3. So I try to
divide it by 3. So 3 5 are and 3 3 are.
Now no further factorization is possible. Even you can factorize 4 by 2 2 also, but if it is needed, we will factorize. Now just check. One factor is 53.
Then just
combine all other factors.
4 3 are 12, 4 are 48.
So now look here. Actually, whatever number is there, it is a product of 53 and 48. Check whether its difference is 5 or not. Yes, its difference is
5.
So we can take 53 and 48. Many students feel it difficult how to get two pairs, but obviously no shortcuts here. You just factorize as much as possible, then try to making group of two groups of different numbers. Now in first group only 53 is there. Okay, I just keep one number in first group, and in second group I just multiply remaining 3. Why? Because I want difference 5. Okay, so biggest number should be alone only. Remaining one should be combined so that we reach up to that number. Okay, so 48 and 53 we got. So that is the only matter. Whenever bigger number is there, then it will quite time consuming to get these two factors. And one other option is also there. There is a quadratic formula method also. You will learn it in chapter number 4. So far we not study it. But after studying that lesson,
you will have
another option also to use that method. But there is also one problem is there. Problem regarding finding square root. Okay, so right now I am not discuss that method of solving quadratic equation. Now concentrate only of factorization method. This is factorization method. Okay. So now nothing is new. Now everything you know how to proceed. 4n square plus 53n minus 48n minus 636. Now common. Nothing common. Only n. So 4n plus 53 minus. Here is 12 common because I can get idea from here also. So 12 only common. So 12 and 48. So 4n left. Whenever third
term is negative, take
negative common always. Now plus will be here. Why? After taking minus common, both terms having opposite sign inside of bracket. So first this term also becomes positive and this also positive. Now 66 divided by 12. So 12 5 are 60. 3 12 3 are 63. So 53. Don't write, just copy from here only. You just verify whether it is true or not. Now you got two factors, 4n plus 53 and minus 12. Why? You taken this whole bracket as a common. So two factors we got. After getting two factors, we can compare individually with 0. Why? Product of 0 is possible whenever any one factor must be 0. So either first one is 0 or
second one is this.
so you will get n equal to minus 53 by 4.
And here n equal to 12. But as I told yesterday,
You have to take value of n as a positive integer only. Never take negative or fraction. Okay. So n equal to 12. So at last you give your answer in statement also. So how many terms? So 12 terms must be taken to give a sum 636. 12 terms must be taken to give a sum of 636. Okay? Just in their language only, in questions language only, you can give your answer. Okay? So that is actually in question everything is clear. What is given, what is asked, which formula is applicable, no confusion is there. But confusion remains at solution of the quadratic equation. Okay? So you have to practice more and more regarding solution of or factorization of quadratic trinomial. Okay? And we will practice more in lesson number 4 also, and we practice in lesson number 2 also. Okay? So more practice you are going to do in next lesson also. But now in standard 9 and 8 also you solve this types of quadratic equation. So that is not new. And we are not dependent on the 10th portion to solve this quadratic equation, because we have been solving this types of equations since last 2 years or 3 years. Okay. Now look at next one. Number 5. First of all, try to prepare list symbolic. Prepare symbolic list. Whatever given there. A. First term is 5. Last term means an is 45. Sum is 400. Find the number of terms means n. N common difference b. Just like yesterday's main question number 3. Lots of sum we solved. So after preparing this list, you can see that which one is applicable first of all. Look here, third one is applicable. Why? Sn given, a given, an also given, except n, everything is given. So you can find n. Okay. So third number equation, then first number or second number, any one.
but first one is
Quite simple. So first of all, formula number 3 and then formula number 1. Both answer you can get. Okay, homework. 5.3 textbook only. Question number 5. Okay, very simple it is. Just make list and look there. Which one is applicable first of all, then after getting that answer, which one is applicable next. Now look at number 6. Again prepare list. Number 6. First of all read it carefully. First and last term. So first term is 17, last term is 350, common difference is 9. Sorry, common difference given 9. How many terms are there and what is their sum? So how many terms are there and what is their sum? Now again look there. Prepare, list is already prepared. Look there only. A, N and D given. So first applicable equation number 1. Equation number 1 or formula number 1, so that you will have n. After getting n, you can use either second or third, anyone. Okay, so that, but we will use here 3 numbers. for short calculation. Okay. So here 1 and 3 in question number 6. So I am giving you hint on also, and you can yourself also decide it. It is not compulsory to give hint in each and every sum. You can decide it. Okay. Why? Just like question number 3, everything is ready. Just look there, 1 by 1 to 8, and all 1, 2, 3 equation. Which one is applicable first of all? Then which one? Now number 7. 7 also in homework. I am giving you here also hint. Again, find the sum of first 22 terms in 7 number. Find the sum of first 22 terms, means Sn is asked, and n equal to 22, d equal to 7. Okay, and the 22nd term is 149. So Sn is asked, d is given, n is given, n is given. Now Sn is asked, but Sn is not possible without A. Sn is not possible without A. So we have to find A also. After getting A only we will find Sn. Otherwise it is not possible. Again, look symbolically. Find the sum of first 22 terms, means S22 or Sn is asked. N22 given, D given 7, and 22nd means last term is given 149, means N or A22. Anyway, that is given. So for finding A, you have to take help of formula number 1. Mostly formula number 1 is frequently used at first position. Okay. After getting A, either you can use second or third, anyone, but we always prefer number 3. So just like earlier one, here also first and then third. First and then third. Okay. So 7 also in sum. So 3 sums of same type only. List you have to prepare, and then to decide this formula is applied. After getting one variable, use that second variable for finding second. Okay. Now seven. But I think find the first sum of first 22 terms of an AP in which, sorry, 8 numbers. Find the sum of first 51 terms of an AP whose second and third terms are given. So second term is given, A2 is given, and A3 is given. D is 7. Sorry, D not given. Okay, I am talking about 8 only. By mistake, I look at number 7. So, sum of 51 terms. Sum of 51 terms is asked. Whose second and third terms are given respectively. Okay. So now, if 2 terms are given, we can find 2 equations, and then it can be solved. But now 2 consecutive terms are given. 2 consecutive terms are given. If 2 consecutive terms are given, then you can find very easily D. Okay. So don't try to solve 2 equations. Directly write down D first of all. Why? Consecutive 2 terms are given. So it will be 18 minus 14 equal to 4. So we got 4 also. Okay. So if you want, write down here. Now, for finding sum, we must have A and D both. We must have A and D both. Now we are having 2 equations, A2 and A3. So use either one. So suppose A2 equal to 40. So equation of this one, A plus n minus 1D. N minus 1 means 1D, 2 minus 1. So A plus D equal to 40. Now use D here. So A plus 4 equal to 14. So obviously A equal to 10. Okay. So here 10, D4. Now after finding A and D, you can find SL. If you have A and D both, and number also, then what you require? Everything you are having. Okay. So now you use second one, Sn equal to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 d. Okay. So 10 by 2, 2, a we found 10, n is 51, so I write here 50, minus 1, directly I subtract. D we found 4, okay, just simplify it. So 10 by 2, 5, 20, 200, 2 tens are 54, so 5 into 2, 20. So 1 0, 20 to 5 are 1 1 0, so 1100. Okay. So S 51 is 1100. This is our final answer. But be careful here. We have to decide that first of all we have to find A only. After finding A, we can find S. So first of all, two consecutive terms are given, so we directly find 4. Otherwise, you can get two equation also, no problem. If you want two equation, A plus 1D equal to 14 and A plus 2D equal to 18, you can solve simultaneously, get A and T. After getting A and T, just find this one. Anyway, you can find it. But we can directly find because consecutive terms are given. Otherwise, just like 5.2, exercise 5.2, you can solve here also. Okay. So this is repeating types of, nothing is new. Two A are given or two S are given or one AN and one SN given. We can find two equations and we can solve both equations. So A and D we can find. Okay. Now, three sums I already given to you. I hope you are doing your homework regularly and sincerely, because many students are afraid of doing homework, or they just postpone that task of doing homework. I think that is not fair at all. If you having fear of homework, then it will create more and more problem and complicate your study criteria. So you have to do your homework on the spot only, after watching video only, or on the same day only. Don't postpone it. Okay? You understand? And how to do homework? You first of all try to solve those sums with solution given to you only in video. Whatever, suppose I today solve 2 or 3 sums. So you have to try first of all solve same sums only again. If you stop anywhere, you are not capable to proceed, at the time look. Otherwise try to get answer. Either at first try, second try, third try, you just keep your trying continue. Then try to do homework. If you can do directly, I don't mind. But if you have any problem, that is the way of doing homework. But blindly don't copy any other homework or from any other ready-made solution. Ready-made solution means you know. That is a guide. So don't take help of guide. Don't take help of any other person. Blind. But take help of one and only one person, that is you. Yourself is the powerful person which can help you only. So you are only your true and capable friend of yourself only. If you don't believe, you can try, that is the method. Many students are doing their homework very well. So I am not telling that all remaining are not doing well. But some having problem, some having less sincerity. So students, that is the right time now to prepare hard, to work hard. Because if you having habit of preparing from initial step only, then and then only you achieve your goal. You can take or you can get good percentage. Otherwise, if you are in belief that we will work after December or after January or on the exam or last month or last 2 months, it is not possible. Okay, all subjects, all lessons, it is not possible to revise at last moment. So from today only, you have to start well. And daily work, if you do or solve daily basis, then I think your most problem being solved automatically. That is the way of study. Routine daily work, daily sincerity. So your sincerity must be up to the level of your goal. Okay. If you increase your goal, automatically your sincerity level, your working hours should be increased. Okay. And if you want cultivate this type of habit, then automatically you will cultivate interest in the particular subject or in the overall study. Okay, so once try to cultivate interest. For cultivating interest, first of all, you have to do your work forcefully also. Because that is not a reading joke or a just seeing movie. That is not so simple, obviously, but if you try, it is possible to cultivate same interest just like watching movie, just like reading your favorite novel book. Not difficult. You can do it. Okay. Now, many students doing their work well. I came across Muhammad Hadi, Naqvi and Zayed, Zamani, Sahid Raza, Nawaz Qadri, and other some students having well homework and regular homework. Okay, and you can remaining all also, you can be regular, sincere and capable persons by doing daily homework also. In our teaching life, we have seen many students who ask us many problems, many difficulties, and ask us to give more and more sums for practice. Not only given sums, not only homework sums, but they ask themselves and they approach us to give more and more sums for practice only. Okay, so that is the way. They are not labeled to be clever or intelligent. They become intelligent by their effort only. Not automatically, not God gifted. Because if a person decides, person can. So today I giving you first and this motivational lecture because that is also important and this is also important. So you have to do that. And I hope you will try. Okay? And I will remember you and remind you the same topic again also after few days. At that time I see how many more students are in this category. How many more students doing their homework just like giving their exam in the board's paper or SSC exam. Okay, so according to that sincerity only, you have to do your daily homework. Just like you are giving your board's final paper. With same sincerity only you have to work from today. Okay, so hope you understand my point, my advice of today, and hope you implement my words also. Okay, so today 3 questions and start from these 3 questions only, and then look whether I am right or wrong. Okay, not to motivate you, not to push up you, that is a fact. Okay, so friends, you understand this also and that point also, this and that you understand well. Okay, thank you.